Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are on this amazing planet. My name is Katana Malinowski, and I am the host of Katana Malinowski, the People's Champ, podcast for the masses. I want to welcome you here this evening, and it's going to be a short evening. I do need to take a little bit of a break for some self-care, and I wanted to be here to do this as well. So, what I plan to do this evening, I've actually changed due to the things that are happening in our nation right now. And I just want to say, on behalf of the people, in honor of what the spirit of this channel is about, on my behalf and on the behalf of all the people of the United States that want to see us move forward in the light, where are the political leaders, people in authoritative positions that can slow this down and or stop it? Because I do know that there are some of these things that can be stopped and delayed, if not completely stopped. We, the people, want to know where you are. We're not feeling seen. We're not feeling heard. We're not feeling protected. You took the oath of office. And as a person who's taken that oath of office as well, I don't take it lightly. I will share a link below after this recording goes up that will show you what is supposed to be happening with regard to protecting the people. When these people take an oath and they don't uphold the oath of the United States Constitution, by the people, for the people, then it's up to us people to say something, to do something. We can call them, we can write them, we can email them. We can tell our local city hall members and ask them to reach out for us. There's all kinds of resources to help us. And I am going to do my best to help everybody with that. Myself, I will give, if you ask me in the comments for more information on how to find out who your House of Representative is, who your senator is at the federal level, and who your representatives are at the state level, please reach out and I'll be happy to share whatever information I can give to you. I will also be happy to show you how to find the the laws. They're not easy to interpret. However, it is still in our best interest to always know what they are. I started reading them long before I took um, law classes, and it helped me immensely. Was I accurate? No, not 100%, but I was at least halfway there. And sometimes I was 100%, and I scared a lot of people because they don't want us to have knowledge. They don't want us to have power, or at least they don't want us to exercise our power. As long as we work together and we build together and we're willing to lock arms together, I know I'm willing to get my sleeves in there and get up and do this thing. I will do my best to have this space be that place for it. And in my off time, I'm writing letters. I wrote a letter to the Department of Justice about the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers and other extremists that were pardoned and granted clemency, that were insurrectionists. That's what they were. That's what they are. Just as Donald J. Trump is a convicted felon, whom the next time around we need to be sure to get an amendment put in place that vets people like that out. And no money. We've got to get money out of our politics. This is a big part of the reason all of this that's going on now is why I became an independent decades ago. I got tired of the two-party control which by the Constitution, they don't have absolute control over the political process. The people can decide they want more parties. We've just got to speak up, or more candidates. Maybe we don't have to have more parties, but we need to have more choices besides whom they pick for us to choose from. And I could get into more detail about that later as well. I've done a lot of education around the primary process. And again, that's thanks to independentvoting.org, to, a group of people that I adore and have immense respect for. Super grateful for everything they taught me and that I do my best to carry forward with me. So I'm calling out all of the political leaders right now. I see no effort to speak out loudly for the people. I don't see you standing there with boxing gloves on, proverbially, of course, but I don't see you doing it. Not many of us do. I hear other people talking about it. That's why I decided to do this topic this evening, because I'm hearing a lot of people echoing what I'm thinking. Where the hell are you? You took an oath of office. You made a lot of promises to an awful lot of people. And when the going got tough, you ran and you abandoned us. We don't hear you. We don't see you. I do see Bernie Sanders and I see Chuck Schumer, but the rest of you, you're being light-footed. You're sneaking around. You're doing something, but you sure as hell are not standing up for us, the people of the United States of America and the rest of the world, because what you do to us, you do to them. I call upon you to respond to your constituents in big ways. I implore you, respond. Respond to us independents out here that are doing this independent work to get the voices of the people heard, to pass information on to them that isn't tainted by AI and isn't tainted by, the opinions of money. You couldn't pay me to blind the people. That isn't going to happen ever, not in my lifetime. That one I would put my life on. I'm putting it on right now. My promise is that I will do my absolute best to get our voices heard to the political leaders, and for all the political leaders who hear this, if you hear this, and if you choose to hear any of us, where the hell are you? Please step up in big, ferocious ways. This is one time we need you to stand up and roar. The reason why we're in this position is because people lost faith in the entire system. And with the Democrats, I know what I'm reading and I know what I'm hearing. There's a lot of loss in that too. We've got to embrace the younger generation. We cannot put them down. We cannot put them in their place because, first of all, they deserve an equal say. And that's one thing that's got to be, respected, because this is the country they've got to take on. Again, I didn't think I would make this that long, but I'm feeling pretty passionate about what's going on in it. I'm still finding my ability to find calm, and I'm grateful for all the people who helped me learn how to do that. There's a lot of us out here that are doing it. Coaches have coaches. Coaches are imperfect. We're not special people. We're people that have been where you've been and have worked really hard to learn a lot, to put our words and our understanding of what we experienced into a form that helps everybody else. That's why I say join along. Please come with us. If you are interested in moving this country forward, we can do it. If you're interested in moving the country forward in light rather than in dark, Let's do it. Let's lock arms. Let's do it. And I will be happy to show you all the information I can, share with you all the information I can, whatever it needs to be. And before I do go this evening, one of the things that I need to reiterate again, I know I did it in my first video, this was not a runaway election. And this wasn't even 51% of the people that are registered to vote. 64% of registered voters, which was only, if I remember the numbers correctly, I'm not looking at them right now, is right around 112,000, 120,000 people, somewhere in there. 64% showed up to vote this past November. So 36% of the people chose to say nothing at all. Of that 64%, 49.8% voted for Donald J. Trump, and 48.3% voted for Kamala Harris. It's 1.5% difference. That's not a runaway election by far. It's a very narrow margin of less than the full represented body of registered voters. It's a portion of the people that showed up. If they weren't scared away, if they weren't pushed out of the rolls, if they weren't threatened, whatever, there's a lot of reasons to keep people from voting, especially where money's involved. And we've also got to be very, very aware, cognizant, and pretty damn knowledgeable about AI. I really encourage everybody to learn a lot about that. There's ways to do it. You don't have to go to college. In there, I'm sure there are free classes that and videos. Go to YouTube. YouTube has a lot of everything, and learn about it, understand it, get curious, because it has the potential to be used as the greatest weapon against us. That's not to scare anybody at the same time, because awareness means that you can do something, right? Or at least you feel that you can do something. And what you can do is learn. And it's the same thing about the political system and the political process, which is what I'm offering. Not only will I help you echo your voice, but I will help you build your voice so that you can stand tall and stand on your virtual soapbox and tell these people where you're coming from. Tell them that you want some representation, you want some explanations. There's an awful lot of these programs and processes that they're talking about and the things that they do that they don't explain anything to anyone. Why bother? They're not going to understand anyway. Why bother? They don't want to know. And in some ways, they're right about that latter part. A lot of people don't want to know. If we don't know, it doesn't work. And that's why we're where we're at right now. So I'm going to say adieu for this evening. Good night. Um, good night. Good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are. And please, if you want to lock arms and with myself and with many others that are here and available through YouTube and other means of independent networks, please join up, sign up. Please hit like and subscribe and help me grow so that I can share this with more people as well. And on that note, I wish you all a beautiful rest of your evening, your morning, your afternoon, wherever you are.